Are you correct in your legal analysis? And just like in law school, you turn one little fact just a little tiny bit and it changes the whole fact pattern and then what the conclusion is. Sometimes we need to know when to say that the other attorney is right and maybe we weren't as right. As a divorce lawyer doing this for 15 years, you want to advocate for your client. That's what I do. That's my job. Zealously advocate for my client, help them through their legal matter. Specifically, like I said, I do divorce, so I want to get them through their case and I want them to meet their goals. And unfortunately, sometimes we're met with facts that are not always supportive with the law of the direction we want to go. So when you find out as an attorney that the other side might be right on something, maybe there's an issue that comes up and you're pretty sure at first that you got it right and you've talked to your client about it, but then new facts come up somewhere along the way and you realize, maybe the other side's right. I think sometimes younger, newer attorneys don't want to admit that they're wrong. We're not perfect. We're not robots. We're not going to hit it on every single point perfectly. So it takes a more seasoned attorney to understand when they are incorrect and when maybe their facts are not leading to the conclusion that their client wants. So that's the perfect time to pick up the phone and call the client and say, hey, this just came to my attention, or I was doing a little bit more research on this and this came up, or whatever. Just talk to them, tell them what it is, why that popped into your mind that, ooh, maybe their side's right on this. Maybe we've been going down the wrong path for a little bit. And usually it's not so much that it can't be solved and it can't be, you can't go in the right direction. The other side will probably kind of, to a certain extent, thank you for not continuing for it to go down this path that, doesn't really benefit anybody. So it's definitely something with time that attorneys will learn, not just divorce and family law and all areas of law. It's helpful for attorneys to learn when to say they're wrong. But if you don't know if you're wrong yet, that's the tricky part. It's with time, it's with experience and bouncing things off of other attorneys, people that you respect, people that you look up to, people that mentors, if you work in a firm, other attorneys there, and just trying to determine, are you correct in your legal analysis and what you're telling the client? Because sometimes it can just be, one little, just like in law school, you turn one little fact just a little tiny bit and it changes the whole fact pattern and then what the conclusion is. So it's important to understand that we're not always going to be right. We want our clients to be right, but there's two sides to each of these situations as an attorney. So, you can't always have the right person. And, again, and we go into more of a philosophical, what is right and what is wrong. Anyways, we're not going to go there. And you're billing them for your time to do it. And then if you realize that it's just isn't going to get them where they want to go, sometimes you can kind of stop the bleeding a little bit by just, again, telling them, hey, things have changed a little bit from the last time we talked. Our original analysis of it was correct, based upon the circumstances. But now, once we're looking at these new factors, it makes sense to, kind of change our conclusion a little bit. I see so many lawyers that just get stuck with wanting to stay in the position that they're at, especially newer lawyers, because they're worried about that the client's going to get mad at them or whatever it is. So I don't know what it is sometimes that it stops an attorney from doing this, but it's healthy to just take a deep breath, say, is this the right direction to go for my client? Am I really advocating for my client, but just telling them what they want to hear? Saying sometimes the other side's right. It sucks. It's not a fun thing to do because, again, you're there to advocate. You're there to win. It's really beneficial for them and it'll help you because now you can reposition, can set your North Star back to, the direction you're going, and you can now go continue on towards your client's goal.